This is the Amazon KDP site, Kindle Direct Publishing, and you'll have a link and login information for this. And we are going to add a book. So here you see the library, the times 10 books libraries. But right now what we want to do is we want to add a paperback. So I'm just going to click that plus paperback sign, and then we are underway. And one of the things I like to do is keep a Word document that has a lot of the information that I want to use already on there. I'm going to come over and I'm going to put the book title, Hacking Instructional Design. I'm going to paste in that subtitle, and obviously we want to make sure that all of this is right. We want to read this over several times, spell check, all that. Series information, it's Hack Learning Series, and this is book 21. This is nothing for edition number, and then we're going to put the author's name in. We don't put a prefix, first name, do that. And contributors, again, this is an author. If you had other people, you could do that, but we're just going to leave it as author. And again, I'm going to double, triple check these to make sure everything's right. And then your description. Now, we could probably say a lot about description, but I like to have it again, and a lot of times I take this from the back cover. You can try to get cute with these. You can try to pack them with keywords. There's a lot of things you can do, but right now I've taken a lot of this from the back cover or from an early version of the back cover. I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that in here. And you'll see, hopefully it'll keep those bullets. And this does allow for some HTML. You can do some bolding and things like that if you want to. Right now, this is good for this demonstration, and you can change this later. That's the nice thing, is you can come in and tweak your descriptions later on if you want to. I own the copyright. You're always going to check that. And then those keywords. So Amazon allows you to put in 7 titles, keywords, and you want to do this, and again, you can tweak these later if you think of something better at a later time. So we're just going to leave this as is for right now. Now when you choose categories, this is an important one. I'm going to come in here to, you could go to education and reference if you want to. See what you have in here. Study aids, reference. I don't know that these are the best. You can see what's in here. Does it fit curricula? So that's a pretty good one. And I can save that up to 2 categories so I can get another one. Teaching methods and materials isn't bad. Might just put that and go general. We're going to say no on this, of course. And save and continue. And you can see this is going to walk you through. We always have our own ISBN numbers, and I think I put that on the Word document. Imprint is the name of the publishing company, currently times 10 publications. Publication date, you can leave this out, and when this goes live, they'll populate that because it's got to go through a review system. So here's our printing options. So you want to be real careful to get this correct. So we're doing a black and white. We typically do white paper. I think we'll stick with that. And then it defaults to 6:9 because in the nonfiction that's pretty standard. But we're doing this particular book in 7:10, a little bigger format. We've done that a few times. Now this does have bleed, and if you're not sure about this, you can ask our designer. It just means that the text goes out to the edge of the page. It's important to have that. Paperback cover finish is matte. We can do glossy, but we've always done matte. And then here we're going to upload the manuscript. So I'm going to click on there, and we can see that right here. If you just want to make really sure that you're getting the right file, you just click in there and open it up and do a little bit of scrolling. But this is the one, because I named it Final. We probably had multiple iterations on this. I just name it Final so I know when I'm loading it up, that's what I've got. Cover file. use cover creator. We don't want to use the cover creator. We have our own designers. I'm going to click upload. And the one thing to make sure you know is that we have 2 covers because we use Ingram Spark as one of our distributors. Ingram distributes to Barnes & Noble, libraries, independent bookstores. This is strictly for Amazon and KDP. I can do a quick look if I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and I know that this is right. I'm going to go ahead and double click on that. And then that's going to upload as well. If you don't check the box, we'll add a barcode. Well, we have a barcode, so we want to click on that. Now, that's up there. You don't see it, but it will. It'll come up. So we're going to, what KDP is saying is you're done. You know, for our purposes, you're done. You've done everything you need to do. What we're going to do is we're going to launch this previewer. So here we are. It's finally generated this preview. This took about 15 minutes. So, you know, you may want to walk away at some point. The thing about the preview tool is, you know, it's not the greatest in terms of clarity. It looks, you know, the stuff looks a little bit blurry. We can get a paperback in our hands before we go to market too. But this is just because this is not high quality on a PDF, so it will look better than this. What you really want is to check is that everything is inside the red line. Anything, you know, here it says this line represents where the book will be cut to create the final trim size. So, you know, you got to have your text and all inside there. So that all looks fine. So, you know, and then here's your general information that you can check over here. Just to make sure all of this looks good. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep going. This looks good. And I've already done this. You know, we've been through the PDF that the designer made over and over and over. You know, the authors have looked at it numerous times. I've looked at it. Our proofreader has gone through it twice. Our developmental editor. Everyone has seen this. So, you know, at this point, we feel like we're there. So what I'm doing is just scrubbing through to make sure, because this is what the printed pages will look like. So I don't want any red flags. If there's anything, you know, that the system from KDP finds, it'll let us know. You know, all this looks good. Now, if I want to go to a thumbnail view, I could do that. Take a look in here. So again, I can look in here. See what we've got at the end of our chapters. Go to a new chapter. Everything's looking good on this book. Looks good to me. So I don't see any red flags from Amazon. KDP's not saying there's anything wrong. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to approve this. You click approve. It tells you the print cost of the book. So if you're sending these to authors or to anyone else, bulk, a district wants 200 copies. This is what it would cost us to print them, and then of course there'd be shipping. But that helps him when doing bulk pricing. Gonna put this right now, our standard for new books. Unless the production cost is a lot more, we're going with this. We don't want this because we're gonna expand our distribution through Ingram. So we're gonna leave that blank. But this tells you where you are royalty-wise. So when this book sells on Amazon, we're going to make this. And then, of course, we've got to pay royalties to the author. So I feel pretty good about this. So, again, I'm going to say let's go ahead and do this. Oh, there's other marketplaces. I'll check those. But it does this work for you, which is nice. So based on this price, these are your selling prices in other places. All right, now I'm going to click publish your paperback. What this is doing is telling them we've gone through it, we like the way it looks, we're okay with it. Now they're going to do a manual review and they'll let us know in a day or two, you know, if they say, okay, you reviewed it and said okay, we say it's okay, so you can now say, yeah, put it in the market. And that's what they tell you here.